Hey everybody! So yesterday I made a video that finally loaded for President's Day. And it was just me basically giving my political opinions on a bunch of topics. Immigration, abortion, taxation, legalizing drugs. It was a ton of stuff. And I went back and forth with it. I was like, oh, well, should I post it? Should I not post it? What do I do? And then I was just like, you know what? Why did I create a YouTube channel if I'm not going to share? Either I'm going to talk about these things because I want to, I feel comfortable doing it, or I'm not going to. So, I posted it. I was happy with the video. I liked the audio. The lighting was fabulous. I was happy with it. So I decided to go ahead and post it. Yeah, I just feel like, what's the point of having a YouTube channel if I'm not going to talk about it? If I'm not going to talk about, things on my YouTube channel, or in general, or on Twitter, or wherever I am, then what is the point of even having those freaking accounts? I just feel like if I want to share something and I'm comfortable with it, I'm sharing it. And I'm not saying everybody has to run out and make a political video on how do you feel about politics. But I don't think I don't think it brings you enemies. I just think you're either one way or another. You're either for abortion or you're against it. You know what I mean? There's no halfsy way about it. You're either for immigration reform or you're against it. You're either for tax reform or you're against it. Either you're for, the legalization of marijuana or you're against it. There's no middle ground with a lot of these topics. And I think that's where people are like, because you're either one way or the other. And I think, too, if you say you're for the legalization of marijuana, it makes you seem like you smoke pot. I've never smoked pot a day in my life. I don't plan on it. I just think my tax dollars could be better spent, allocated than housing, someone with, if you're carrying, a baggie of marijuana and you're going to jail, and my tax dollars go to paying for your probation officer, the police officer, and the jail that's going to house you. I just feel like my tax money could be better spent. And I've never smoked a day in my life because I don't like smoke in my throat. I don't see how people smoke anything. Smoke irritates my throat if someone next to me is smoking, so I can't imagine. But I think the thing is either you're for things or you're against them. And I think everyone cares what people think about them. So everyone cares. Nobody wants to give their opinion because everyone cares. Ooh, what will so-and-so think? People care about that. I don't care what anyone thinks. I've never cared what anyone thinks. And I have a whole other video on that. So I just voice my opinion. And I'm the same way on Twitter. I'll just tweet whatever I want because that's how I feel. And I feel like on YouTube, if I'm not going to share with you, then what's the point of me being here? If I'm not going to tell you how I feel, and if I'm not going to be authentic about it, if I'm not going to say, hey, guys, this is how I feel about A, B, C, and D, then what's the point of me being here? And it's okay to disagree with me, and I said that. You guys can completely disagree with everything I'm saying. I'll still love you, and I don't think you're making enemies. I think just people disagree. And sometimes people don't understand your point of view. But I don't think you make enemies. And I don't think people hate you. I don't think people can hate you for telling the truth. You know what I mean? Especially people on the internet. Because I feel like those of us online are way more smarter than some of the people not online. You know what I mean? I feel like we get each other more. So, and if you didn't want to share your political opinion, I put in the info box, what's your favorite color? As a joke. Because I get that people don't want to talk about these things publicly, and that's fine. That's your right too on your YouTube channel. You don't have to share that. You share what you want. But for me, I feel like, because I live blog political events sometimes, and I post up on my website and I post on Twitter everything, how I feel on everything. So I felt like, if I didn't do it on YouTube, how inauthentic would that have been? I'm pulling a Mark Rubio. I need water. But I did for a minute. I did ask myself, should I post it? Should I not post it? And then I was just like, wait. Am I censoring myself? Because I don't want to censor myself either. So then I just decided, nope. This is how I feel. I'm posting it. I think when you're making YouTube videos, you have to figure out what you're comfortable posting. And on Twitter, everywhere, you have to figure out what you're comfortable doing and do it. And I was completely 100% comfortable with that video. And I stand by it. I stand by that damn video. I stand by it. But it's up to you what you want to post, what you want to do. I'm not turning it on. I promise, because it's bright. It's up to you. It's up to you to post what you want to post and what you want to do. That's up to you. Yeah, and it's a funny thing. Like, I feel like with YouTube, you get to know yourself better, because it's great introspection, because I'm like, well, how do I feel on this, and what do I feel on this, and you know, it's like 9,000 things going on in my head, and I'm just like, do I want to talk about that? And the answer is usually yeah. So I was happy with that video. You don't have to answer the question in the video. You can just tell me what your favorite color is. What's your favorite? Yeah, and for this video, what's your favorite snack? Is it Doritos, M&Ms, Pringles? Let me know. You know what I mean? Like, you never, you know, I'll always give you guys options. So for this video, let me know your favorite snack. The more controversial, the better. Like, you know, those racist Funyuns. Alright, you guys, to quote the greatest show on earth, live long and prosper. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye. I got Victoria, Queen Victoria. And then I got Scarlett O'Hara to back me up. And then I also have the sonic screwdriver. Whee! And record.